welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows?
How do you say yarrow? How do you say yarrow?
It'll be all the fun in the world. All right, so we got a question today. Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows?
Question is, if you had the opportunity, if someone gave you a sum of money that was worth like the equivalent of your wardrobe.
When you purchased it, though.
Yeah. The value of your current wardrobe, I would say. The equal value of your
Not
current
depreciated, but what you paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's an important factor.
Yes, the value of your current wardrobe. Would you, but that meant to receive that money, you had to get rid of every single item in your wardrobe.
Everything, down to the last underwear and ratty sock.
That's right. Last memorabilia, anything. So all of it's gone, shoes included, accessories included. Would you take this sum of money to replace your wardrobe? Or would you leave it and just keep your current wardrobe? Discuss.
All right. Let's say our initial answers on 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, okay, so what are we saying? Yes,
yes
you would
or
take
no?
it, or or no, you wouldn't take it?
Yeah. Yes, it's gonna be
yes,
3,
you would
2.
take it, or yes, you wouldn't.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, and then we say it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, yes. There we are.
Wow.
I was wondering if we'd disagree on this.
I'm honestly, I'm so on the fence, just because of the quick yes or no. I had to say yes. Is this a cop? No.
No.
Okay. Cops are great, just wondering where you are. So...
I'm speeding.
Yeah. No, we're not. We're
Yes,
good.
we are. We are honestly speeding. Don't lie to people.
Don't do that. Don't do this meeting. So...
You accused me of going so slow at times.
Have I really?
Yes.
Have I said that out loud?
Yes.
I thought it at times, but I don't think I didn't think I said it out loud.
Because I never go the speed limit. I'm always speeding.
Oh, man.
Like right now, we are 15 miles over the speed limit.
Whoa. Let's do 10 miles.
No. You've accused me of not speeding.
I don't think I have.
You have.
Wait. I haven't accused you of not speeding. I've praised you for not speeding.
No, you've never said it positive.
I have, because I've said it impressed. Wow, it's amazing that you drive the speed limit.
I don't drive the speed limit.
I thought you did.
I've never done that with you.
I thought that you did.
Except on the one road where we get...
I don't check your speed when we're driving.
No, but it always seemed like you think like, oh, he's not a quick driver. Because you've mentioned this of like, you should drive at times. And I'm like, no, I am. I just use cruise control, so it doesn't have... I'm not constantly accelerating.
Yeah. There is a thing about cruise control that I don't really understand it. Like, I understand it. I understand how it functions.
Yeah.
I can't use it. I can't use it.
She doesn't trust the tech.
It makes me nervous. Yeah, I can't use it. But Adam loves it.
I love it.
It's great.
It's very fuel efficient.
All right, let's move on. Okay.
All right, why would you choose a whole... You go.
Okay, so for me, what holds me back, I would still say yes. At this point in my life, I think that I would regret it if I didn't say yes. Because I think it's worth the try to totally redo my wardrobe. I think it's worth the sacrifice of losing the items that I really like.
Yeah.
I would struggle with it because there are some items that I really like, and when they have nostalgic value, then I struggle.
Okay.
So like if you're losing all the things like that, like there are some things where it's like, oh, like a dress that, I don't know, like I have a dress that I got in college at a consignment kind of shop thing at William & Mary, and it's just like, it's like a really awesome dress. It reminds me and some of our friends of like the dress the girl wore in 10 Things I Hate About You, and I wore it for like some special occasions, like our bridal shower at the beginning of it. I wore it for that, and so it's just like a fun dress. But so like I would lose that dress. But there's also the realistic part of me that at this point in my life, it's like, when am I really gonna wear that dress again? You know?
Yeah.
So I would be able to do it. I think if you asked me a couple years ago, I don't think I'd be able to let go of things like that. But even now, like I recently, actually last week, got rid of like one of my last, actually I still have one more sweater, but one of my last Tribe Soccer hoodies, like from when I actually played on the team, you know. So like obviously I could buy another William & Mary hoodie, but
the Tribe refers to the William & Mary soccer team.
Yeah, it's like a Tribe William & Mary soccer. Like when I was on the soccer
now called
team,
the Griffins,
they gave us those hoodies, and it's like, so there's a little like nostalgia there, even though it wasn't all like, it's just like there's meaning to it, not necessarily, you know. So there's meaning to it because just it's an important time in my life. And then, but at this point, it's like so old, like it's not the softest hoodie I own by any stretch of the imagination. So
That's
it's like
fair.
I let go of it now, but that took me a while, you know. So I think at this point I'd be able to let go of it, but it's the nostalgic items. And then the other thing that holds me back, but again, I would do it now, is it's a lot of work to redo your wardrobe.
That's fair.
And we put a cap on it. Like do you have like just a week to spend all the money, or do
I think
you
there
have
was-
infinite? I think we said there's a cap.
Yeah, it's like a week or two.
Yeah, you just have like, let's say 2 weeks to, and that would kind of, that would stress me out a little bit to find everything, because I like to like take my time shopping and find some kind of deal and stuff like that. That would be hard for me.
Or at least assuming it's ordered. Like the money is gone after that. You
Right.
could receive it if you had to like ship.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So
there.
those parts hold me back. Does anything hold you back?
Memorabilia, no, not in any way. I don't really, or if there is anything, it's so minute at this point. Like there are maybe just like 3 or 4 things that have memory to it. So really not that much for me.
No.
I think the toughest part for me would be I'm pretty picky. Like I don't have a huge wardrobe, but I've spent a lot of time finding it. Like there are years on Black Friday where I've come back with almost nothing. Or like, you know, for the year, I'm like, hey, just didn't like anything, really didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
And then, you know, other times it's also like a feast. Like, oh, this is a good year. Like, I'll buy this and it's going to be with me for a long time.
Right.
So sometimes that would be my biggest challenge. But I'd go all in on this in a heartbeat. Like, there would be, because like a number of things, like, I know already what I'd get to replace. In my mind, it's just like, this is just a brand new version of what I already have.
That's what I was going to ask. So would you just get the same things, just get a new version? Would you change up your wardrobe in any way?
Many things would stay similar. Like, I love my boots right now, but truthfully, 2 of them are really worn out. Or like you're in the process of like, I really got to replace these in the near future.
Right.
So, okay, to me, that's just an easy one.
Yeah.
A lot of my shoes, like, okay, some of them are getting a little older at this point. Like, I've got a list of like, okay, this is what I'd want and need. And like pants are super easy. I know what jeans I like.
Yeah.
Like
See, that's the other easy part about you re-upping your wardrobe. You don't even need to go try things on.
Oh no, I can do my entire pants, a vast majority of things. As the shirts are the toughest part. But other than that, most of this, I think I could clear house, like, especially if I tracked what I was giving up.
Yeah.
Good hour on Amazon or a good hour online. Like, okay, this is all ordered. We're ready to go.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah. The shirts would be the hardest thing, I think.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, what would be, say you got rid of stuff, what would be your favorite new splurge item? Like, say you got rid of things you didn't care about.
Yep.
One thing that you want to splurge on.
Well, I think the excitement would be, like, I have learned now, kind of similar to what you said about the shoes, like, I need a more supportive shoe. I am at a certain age that I cannot wear a shoe I bought at Payless or something.
Yeah.
So I've, now gone to an orthopedist as of this year, and like they're really helpful. So I know like Air Force Ones and like the type of ASIC that I need to buy.
Nice.
So I wouldn't buy any, and like Clark sandals, like I can't wear something other than that. So there would be, I would buy like the right type of shoe, like that.
Yep.
That's easy. That's probably the easiest part for me. And then clothes are hard because I like a variety of different styles, but and there's not like, I feel like you have like your 3 stores that you go to, and I do not have that at all. Like I do best at like Ross for less, and if it's a good day, and like I like the couple of things or something. So I would struggle with that, but I think actually I would consider, I don't know if I'd successfully do it, but I would definitely consider clothing wise to try a minimalist version of a wardrobe.
I like it.
Yeah, to try to get like a couple basic items. This would be hard for me. One of the reasons I feel like I've never been able to do that, one, I haven't tried, but also I don't like buying basic items. It's
you like the fun accessories.
Yeah, I like to buy like the really fun dress with all the colors, or I don't know, jeans are boring to buy for, even though I love wearing jeans, so I don't know why I just don't. And then or like the basic leggings or something. I just don't look for them in the store, and therefore I don't walk away with them. Or I'm always constantly looking for like a black, just like a simple black like sweater, not like a cardigan, but like kind of almost like half hoodie, half cardigan or whatever. I'm always, when I go to get dressed, looking for that. But in the store, I never want to look for that. That's such a boring
I get
item.
that, yeah.
So even part of the problem is growing up, Caitlin would have those basics. Like she always had like a cute black top.
Caitlin's your sister.
My sister, yeah. A cute white top,
Yeah.
whatever, those basics. So when I needed them, because you always need them,
Yep, you just
I would
borrow.
just take them from her. And so I never got in the practice of owning for myself like a simple white top. So those are the things that I would prioritize. And those are the things you kind of have to invest in.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
kinda-
worth the money.
Yeah, you spend a little bit more money on like a simple, really good white top that can go with a lot. And that's the other thing, I never want to spend money on that.
Oh, you know, because I'm always on the side of like, you know, because if I were to come back and do my entire wardrobe again right
Yeah.
now, you know, for years I've always, why is there always this gap here between expectant mothers? Like I've always, to me, like pants and shoes are the big things I'm happy to spend money on because I use them so often.
Yeah.
Shirts are actually the area I'm like, you only can wear a t-shirt so many days. You can't like that,
Yeah.
like sequentially it doesn't make sense.
You're right.
But I would reinvest in socks. I would do
Smart.
only smart wool socks
That's very
probably.
smart, very
So it's
smart.
like, hey, if I'm condensing down like top tier socks, because that it goes with your shoes as well. Like you have more cushion in there. It's very supportive.
We'll continue this. Adam's going to pop into the store.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you were saying that you would prioritize smart wool socks. Continue on
Yeah.
that thought.
So first, Wegmans did not have pomegranate in any context. So furious about that. Really
Yeah,
upset.
that was very upset.
But
Seth loves pomegranate seeds. We found that out
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend, which they're delicious. And apparently, Adam, have you never had it before?
oh, it's been a long time.
Okay,
So
it was
it's-
adorable.
I don't-
Adam,
yeah.
like, discovered them for the first time.
Yeah, it's been so long. If I've had them, I do not remember how amazing they are.
They're amazing. They're little
Yeah.
rubies of deliciousness.
They are heavenly. But yeah, so I think if I were to go back and like, okay, I would prioritize socks quite a bit more.
Yeah.
Because I do it, but it'd be like, hey, I would sacrifice something else, maybe another hoodie or something,
okay.
or like several pieces of apparel to do a much stronger sock setup. I like warm feet. I like comfortable feet, but I think it goes
Yeah.
to the shoe conversation. You're giving a lot more support to yourself overall.
I had no idea that socks supported your foot.
I think so, at least.
Well, I think
Like,
some of them are like more cushioned and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a thin sock, you're not going to get a lot out of for that. And also, you know, so to me, I think that's a bigger, like that's a personal thing I would want. Same thing with underwear as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a value difference in that of like sometimes taking care of yourself everywhere is very helpful.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
and
that's
same
true.
with pants as well. I think I'd condense down my coats. I have quite a few right now. I'd probably pull back, but also still go like, okay, I have like some really good pullovers or like kind of maybe even now condense that down quite a bit. But then like yet again go for high end.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, I have a great puffy coat I've had for several years. I'll still have for several more years. It's worth the price. It's
Right.
like you're paying for it, but it's good.
I actually think you make a good point because I was going to say when you brought up the smart wool socks, I was thinking now we're just saying we're going to get so many more things that are more expensive. So but you're not getting an increased value. Like I'm going to quickly outpace the amount of money given because my wardrobe
Yeah.
is probably cheaper than how I want to re-up
Yeah.
if doing it all over again.
Sure.
But you make a point that you could sacrifice in some areas to at least make up some of the cost.
Yep.
I don't know where I would, but I do think as far as quantity, like, so t-shirts,
Yeah.
I've really removed t-shirts, like gotten rid of as many as I can, but I have a tough time too because some, again, are still nostalgic. Like I still have some, maybe 2 from high school sports that still have my name on it, you know?
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, they're still in good shape. Like I have them, they have my name, so it's kind of, and it's my maiden name, you know, so it's just kind of like, like, you know, to get rid of some of those, it's a little bit tougher, but
Yeah.
if doing this, I mean, what do I need? 5 t-shirts maybe? And
Yeah.
right now I have 2 drawers of them.
Yeah.
So like that would be like a freedom because I don't need that many shirts. And what ends up happening is I'll wear a random one every once in a while, but I probably wear the same like 4 that I pull from the top of my drawer that are dry fit.
Yep.
And I wear them, you know?
Yeah.
So things like that, I don't know that it would save me that much money, but I would have a quantity of less.
Well-
T-shirts are the main one for me, I think.
You know, I'd pull out, I'm even thinking through this, I'm thinking of a couple areas of like, there's a pair of pants that, like a Lululemon pair of pants, I just
Yeah.
don't wear because I don't like them anymore.
Right.
Like,
right.
okay, it's
Those
time
are
to go.
things you
Like,
would let go of and not
yeah.
have spent money on them, right?
yeah, and some that you just don't know until hindsight. Like, okay,
No,
this
yeah.
material, like, they're good pants, but it doesn't age well. Like, this has just gotten beat up more.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this is great. I wouldn't buy this again. Like,
That's cool. Yeah.
so I think there's a number of those, like, but you also do that in quantity, or like, you know, you like this item, but like it was trendy at one moment. It's like, okay, I like that for like a year or two.
Yeah.
It's not good for 5 years.
Yeah, I think the other thing that helps me that would want to do this is because at this point now, after having one pregnancy,
Yeah.
I really didn't want to buy maternity clothes.
Oh yeah.
And I was gifted some of my friends' hand-me-downs, so I had those. And then otherwise, I just felt like wearing my own clothes. And I know my sister and my mom were both saying to me, Gab, you're gonna stretch out your clothes, but I just didn't get it. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh my
Why?
gosh.
Why would I stretch? Why would this stretch out my clothes? It was absurd. But you know what? You're not really thinking straight. You want to wear the clothes that you want to wear, and yeah, of course, I ended up stretching out some of my clothes. So now I have this in between wardrobe of things that
Yeah.
that are just normal, things that I kind of stretched out, things that I bought bigger for that, and some like it's this weird mixture of things that could benefit from just like a do-over. But I'm not gonna do it over because, you know, we're gonna be having a round two, so at some point. So, you know, it's just like live in this, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, and okay, so the reason this question came up, do you remember the reason?
Oh, it was my dad had done this.
That's right.
At one
He's
point.
the OG.
Yeah, my dad's a master at this. I think at one point, I forget how, but my mom just, I think, looked at my dad's clothes and said, I hope he's okay with me sharing it. I don't know. So, but he was like, he wasn't a clothes guy. He never had really updated, and especially because, like, you know, he was always doing household projects. Like, he was a working man.
Yeah.
So, but then it was like, just one day, you got to update all this. So he, in the process of like
Chrissy Yaros was like, enough's enough.
Yeah, in the process of like 4 days, he rebought his entire wardrobe.
Incredible.
Like, I mean, it threw virtually everything out except maybe like some yard work stuff.
Yep.
And just went from top to bottom for every occasion, completely redid everything.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Maybe a long weekend. It was consecutive 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. It was like, you know, you went through, you shopped, came home, reassessed, restarted.
Yep. And they just did it together. This is an example of Adam's parents are so decisive. They're decisive. Their follow through is incredible. And they just decided this. Like, I don't think it was a long decision. Like, I think it just, maybe the idea came to Chris and and then maybe Steve was on board. Like, I'm not exactly sure. But it was within a matter of days they decided this.
Yeah, it wasn't
not like over a series of months. Like, maybe we should do that, kick it around. No, they were like, yep, we definitely know this needs to happen, and get rid of everything.
Yeah. It's well, it is like, you know.
And I think they got rid of everything before, like, finishing his new wardrobe. Like, they were that decisive. They're like, we're doing this. Get rid of everything. It doesn't matter. We're gonna re-up.
I think a bunch of it too was you kept enough that you could keep shopping.
Yeah,
Like,
that was it. Like, he kept like 2 pants or something.
Yeah. It was like you're moving through. My parents are very
incredible.
well, because they've done like major house renovations.
I know.
And I remember one time, like, when I asked, like, why don't you guys decide to like redo this? Because like they had batted ideas of like they want to do it at some point, and then it was like, I think redoing the kitchen. Yeah, we went out for, you know, we were at out to eat on Friday, eating pizza, and we talked about it. Yeah, stopped at Home Depot, bought a ton of stuff on the way home.
Yeah, like on the way home. Yes, exactly. On the way home.
Yeah, it was like, you know,
amazing.
stuff to order, but it started the next day.
It's
Like,
so
demo
good.
began.
And that's the other fascinating part. Like, I think your dad, maybe they went to maybe 2 stores.
Yeah.
And most of it was in person shopping.
Yeah, which makes sense too, because it's
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're redoing everything.
Oh, yeah. Because this wasn't stuff that he had before. He had to, like, find a new type of jean that he wanted.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's like,
amazing.
that's the beauty of, like, even, like, redoing ours.
Yeah.
Or at least I know for me, like, I
Yeah.
know my size at the stores I like.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, I could go, but for most of my jeans,
Yeah.
most of my shoes, like, I know my size, I know what I want. I could order this before I get it. I don't have to figure this out at the store.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's the other items of, like, you know, I don't know. I always feel like shirts are hard. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm a medium or a large in most things, but
Yeah.
you don't know. Like, okay, some mediums are super baggy, or
Yeah.
like this large is enormous, or, you know, neither of them work. Like, the medium's too small and the large is too large. Like,
Yep.
you know, it's that I feel like I need way more in person.
Oh my goodness, that's a different like, you know how you see people in the movies or whatever, and you're like, oh, well, like Parks and Rec is a great example. Leslie Knope and her suits. Do you They
Oh,
look
yeah.
amazing on her. They're
def-
obviously tailored.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you can't buy a pantsuit, you know, and it looked that great. Like she's an attractive woman, but like she doesn't have like a perfect body, and pantsuits are really hard to wear. So I'm like, it took me like 5 seasons in that I'm like, how are these suits looking so good on her? Obviously they're tailored. Like if we had a tailored wardrobe, you know,
Oh, I mean,
we would just be killing it.
I'm all about a fan of a good tailoring.
Oh my
I'd
gosh.
say.
I don't think I've only gotten things tailored for, you know, weddings.
That, you know, I wonder, you know, it's so expensive.
Never gotten like a normal item tailored.
Well, it's so expensive.
Oh my gosh, it's so expensive.
But that's where I wonder if, like, you know, maybe if that would be on the opposite, like tailors are expensive because it's
Right.
not used as often.
Yeah.
What if it was kind of like, or like, hey, we're gonna do this way more.
Right.
Because like, okay, I know in cultures where like beards and facial hair are a little more prized.
Right.
I was in Israel years ago, and like the haircuts were very, very affordable. But it's because, and even for facial trimming, but it's because you're going far more frequently.
Oh,
So
fascinating.
it's they aren't as priced because it's okay. You're assumed that you might stop in once a week.
Oh wow.
So it's also quicker too because you're maintaining something
yes.
versus
oh,
like
right. Big difference.
yeah, you're not waiting like 4 weeks for like a beard trim. You're hey, we're gonna be here maybe 2 times a week. It's which is cool. Like, but I wonder if that was like, come to have your jeans tailored. But like, it's not $5.
Wow.
But
That'd be incredible.
Yeah, but because it's everybody's doing this versus
Right.
okay, we have 3 suits. Well, we got to charge a lot for it. You don't know how often this will come back.
I don't know. That's a different question talking about tailoring, but it is fascinating.
That's a luxury move.
That's a luxury move. All right. I feel like we can talk about this forever, but this is probably a good stopping point.
Thanks for being with us.
Let us know what you would do.
Yeah, bye.